Apple just announced a new iMac just a few hours ago at the Apple keynote. What's going on, guys? Chance Garcia here, and today I'll be bringing you what's new about the new iMac and what I think about it. Now, this is gonna be probably a long video, so expect me to read my notes, as I've got like so many notes to talk about the new iMac. So let's get started. Alright, so first of all, it's the design of the new iMac. Now you gotta give credit to Apple for making this device a lot thinner actually. Now Apple has actually decreased it by 40%, so really appreciate what Apple has done to that. And it's now 5mm in thickness, so 5mm, I must say it's actually thin, and you know, that's a lot thinner than my Samsung Galaxy S3 or even the new iPhone 5. So I really give credit to that to Apple for doing that. Now they've actually used the friction stir welding process, which is a common process when you're making a plane. So Apple really did took it to the next level, and I really appreciate what they've done to the new iMac. Now, in regards of the display of the new iMac, Apple didn't really go with the Retina display on the iMac simply because it's gonna cost us way too much. Pretty much at the end of the day, we'll be paying like a bunch of golds to them and just make them more rich. So anyway, what Apple has done is they've actually used the advanced process lamination, and what it is they've got rid of the 2mm gap between the LCD and the display. So now instead of having the display behind the glass, now what they've done is the glass is now right up against it, so it'll actually bring you a 75% less reflective screen. Now that's a problem with the previous iMacs because of the glare, and especially when you shut your computer off, you can actually pretty much use your screen as your mirror, and and trying to make yourself pretty and whatever. So anyway, that's what they've done with it, and it's actually more accurate and vibrant in color, so really appreciate what they've done with that. And the resolution is actually 1290 by 1080, and that's obviously for the 21-inch version. But if you go with the 27-inch version of the iMac, then obviously expect a higher resolution. But really, I'm really excited to see how it's gonna look like in real life now. Really excited about the iMac because I'm actually I'm hoping to get it, but the only problem at the moment is the price. But I might get it in a contract or something, but we'll see we'll see over the past few weeks. Now, in terms of performance, Apple finally used the Ivy Bridge processor. Now, why I'm excited about it? Simply because of the obviously the turbo speed, which is the new hyper-threading technology that Intel use on this processor. So what happens is it actually increases the clock speed of your processor. So like for example, with the base model, you've got a 2.7 gigahertz clock speed, and what happens is once the turbo boost is activated, it actually increases to 3.2, bringing you a better multitasking experience as well as pretty much speed. For example, you're running like intensive application, for example, what's a good one? Final Cut Pro, or even games. Now, once you actually launch those apps, then you'll automatically increase all the active cores on the processor, and to give you, as I said, a better multitasking experience. Now, they've also included a 8 GB of RAM as their standard memory, so I'm really happy about that finally, because I mean, you're paying like more than $1,000 for a computer, then obviously you're expecting something like 8 GB, 16 GB, instead of having 4 GB as your internal memory. Alright, so before I keep going about this topic, now I don't want you all to think that I'm an Apple fanboy or whatsoever, because I look excited, but I'm just excited for some reason, because I don't know, probably because of the thinner design of the new iMac. So, but anyway, that doesn't mean that I'm an Apple fanboy. So anyway, as we keep going, also Apple uses the new NVIDIA's Kepler graphics card to give you a 60% faster gaming performance, and pretty much overall compared to the previous models. Now, if you love gaming on the iMac, might as well consider upgrading to the top of the range graphics card that you can get, which is the GTX 675MX. So just to enjoy pretty much the whole package on the new iMac. Alright, as Apple is always about the speed, they've also included Thunderbolt ports as well as USB 3.0 on the new iMac. Now, speaking of 3.0, it's not really something new or whatsoever. Now, we've seen it on Windows PCs, but to Apple, it's probably like something new because they haven't really used it. But apart from that, I'm really a big fan of it because of the speed, but obviously it's not faster compared to the Thunderbolt and even the firewire and obviously the SSD. So really appreciate that they finally upgraded their USB port to 3.0. Alright, so overall, what do I think about the new iMac? Let me think. Well, to be honest, I really like it simply because of, I think it's a huge step up from Apple compared to the from previous models. Now they've actually got on their website all the from the since day one of the original iMac compared to the present. So there's a huge difference between those previous models, and as I said, really huge step up from Apple, and I really appreciate how they've reduced the thickness of the new iMac. And the only problem is they've actually got rid of the DVD, the optical drive. So, but then I don't use it much. I've got my hard drive, or I can just quickly pick up a external DVD drive or Blu-ray, I must say, to use it on the iMac if I'm gonna get one, because that's what people use now, and it's all about the reducing the the thickness about the of the computer. Now, as I've said, I'm really appreciate what Apple has done to it, and now I'm only concerned about the price, because as always, Apple is always expensive, and it's always been the issues with all the Apple products. Even the iPad mini can be a little bit expensive. Now I'll be talking about the iPad mini as well over the past few hours. So after I upload this, I'm gonna make another video about the iPad and probably the laptop as well, the new MacBook Pro, the 13-inch, I believe, yeah, with Retina display. Now I actually missed the Apple keynote because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning in Australia, so I tried my best to stay up, and actually I tried to, but I fell asleep. So I was just quickly went online to check out all the blogs and whatsoever, so to keep up on the news. But I'll probably watch it later today if Apple uploads it, so which they probably will. But anyway, the pricing is actually going to be $1,299 for the 21-inch base model. Now you can, it's actually configurable to 16 gigabytes of RAM, so that's not bad, and $1,999 US dollars for the 27-inch, and which is actually configurable to 32 gigabytes. So there you have it, guys. That is my video about the new iMac. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you think about it, if you like it or not, if you hate it or love it. But anyway, there you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.